Alright, hello, and welcome to Trey Talks. This is going to be a series of me, Trey, talking to the bros, the peeps, the girl, the missus. But, yeah, just a little try it out, why not? So we're just gonna throw it back to how we met and everything, how our lives intermingled and what we're up to now. So enjoy. Alright, so I came to Wellington. I came to Wellington July 16th, 2018. 2018.
Yeah.
When did you come to Wellington?
I came to Wellington in 2014? Yeah, 2014.
Oh, okay, 2014. So you were here for four years before.
Yeah.
Only 4 years.
No, 5, 6.
So you moved to Wellington when how old were you?
I was year 8. No, year 7. I was 11. Is that 2014? Or is that 2000?
It's around there, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I came July 16th, 2018, where were you?
I was in Poland.
Poland. What were you doing in Poland?
Visiting my dad, my brother, my stepmom, my cousin, grandparents.
Oh yeah, so like a family trip, holiday.
Yeah.
That's cool. So I came over doing exchange.
Yeah,
and,
I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were in Poland. When did you get back?
I got back first week of term 3. So would have been like the 22nd or something of July.
Alright, so did you already know what you wanted to do in school, like fashion-wise? Were you already keen on the fashion?
Yeah, I've always wanted to do fashion.
When did that start?
Well, it started when I was like really young. So my grandma does fashion, as you know, and she kind of just opened up a.
What was your first garment that you made?
I made a mini skirt. I made a grey and purple plaid mini skirt when I was 9.
9?
Yeah.
You know what I was doing when I was 9?
What?
Playing with Legos. And jumping on trampolines. And not making skirts.
Yeah, I made it. It was plated as well.
Oh, nice.
Took me a little bit of time.
Yeah, but now look at you. So you started the fashion early.
Yeah.
And you're just, that's what you did.
I lost it for a bit when I was in year 11.
Year 11?
Lost the passion for a little bit, almost didn't take it. But
Really?
yeah.
Is year 11 when you choose your own classes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I took it in year 11, and then when I moved to high, I wasn't going to take it.
Oh, so you started fashion at Wellington Girls College?
Yeah.
How was that?
Definitely doesn't compare to the teaching that I have at high. My teacher is really good, but no, it was alright.
So
Taught me the basics.
Yeah. How was Wellington Girls?
Fucking awful.
Really?
Yeah.
Not good at all?
I hated it.
Not one bit?
No, didn't like it at all.
Was it just like your friend groups or just like the whole vibe of Wellington
My whole
Girls College?
vibe. I had some good friends. I had some really good friends, but no, it just wasn't for me.
Like for me personally, coming from Marion, small town school, but it was co-ed. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't see myself in an all boys school. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Like it makes sense. Like I understand all boys schools, but like I couldn't see myself in one.
Yeah.
So I don't know, all girls
Definitely
school,
different.
especially like just with the like beef situations with girls and then
Yeah.
guys, it's completely different. So like you can just have a petty little argument, but then it lasts your whole relationship throughout all of school.
Yeah.
And at a girls' school, I feel like that happens quite often.
Yeah. I had a friend. When I started high school, I went to primary school with her, and then we were friends at the start of high school. we had a falling out, and all her friends ganged up against me. And to this day, I work with her now, and she's
Doesn't like you?
No, we don't like each other. It's
Well, I mean,
there's no repairing that relationship just because it was so. The way we went about it when we were younger was so like awful that we can never. Yeah, just girls, man, they're horrible.
Not all of them, but I mean, highs
when
definitely.
When they get together,
yeah,
they can be.
High's definitely different. Like, there's still girl drama, but it just seems like, I don't know, with seeing the shit that went down at East.
Yeah.
I wasn't really a part of it, but I just saw it. Kind of every once in a while. It was just like, what? Like, it doesn't happen. Like, my friends got in arguments, but it was more just like, oh, you're a shit cunt. I don't like you anymore. And then 2 weeks later, they were all together. Like, it was weird. But, yeah. So, when you were in Poland, I had started school. When did you get back from Poland?
I think it was... I came back to school the second week of term 2.
Term 3.
Term 3, sorry. Yeah, term 3.
So, I would have, what were your classes?
I was taking journalism, fashion, history. Classes did I take last year? Journalism, fashion, history. Criminal psychology. And...
So you had that class with, like, Alex and them, were they in that?
Yeah, they never came.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you never went.
I never, realised they were in that class.
Well, it was the same with me and, Molly.
Yeah.
She was in my media class, and I, knew Molly. And I didn't know her, but, she was in there, but she came every once in a while.
Yeah.
Didn't sit together, so I just never thought of it, but, it's crazy, because High's not that big. Like, it's a decent-sized school, but it's not, a massive school. Like, you see kids all the time. We maybe ran into each other at school, a total of 3 times.
I think we would pass each other going, you were going to photography, I was coming out of
fashion. I never saw you.
I saw you walking down that hall.
I guess, but, I don't know. From, going back to, Son from Marion again, going to High, it was weird because, I was an exchange student, one, but then at the same time, I didn't want to be noticed. I wanted to be noticed but not noticed. Yeah. And so when I'd walk to classes, I usually just had my headphones in, and look at my feet or something. So I didn't really look at the kids. You know how they have the aprons, along the walls going from culinary. They hang them on the railing.
Oh yeah.
I'd always stare at those when I'd walk by because I just wanted to jug one, just take one because some of them were kind of cool, the checkered, the striped ones. Well, yeah. So, goodness, I saw you, maybe 3 times at school. So you didn't. What was your attendance for term 3 and 4?
I think it was 50%.
So a 50% chance of maybe running into you? Yeah. Possibly? Yeah. Goodness, my attendance was good. It was 97%.
Shit.
Until the end, it started going downhill.
Went there.
Yeah. I only stayed home from school three times maybe? Because I was just, I don't know.
I wasn't... So you don't want to get out?
Yeah, and it wasn't I couldn't do anything when I was home, I could play computer games and stuff, but that gets old kind of fast because there's only so much you can do. So I just didn't find the need to do that. And then when I would leave school, during class and stuff, I had every once in a while I'd be able to link up with somebody, but links weren't always there. I'd always just walk down to Memorial and just hope someone was there, and then someone eventually would come. But so I didn't miss school too often just because I didn't have other things to do. But that's crazy. So the first time we met was Alex's, I guess. Yeah. So how did you get invited to that?
So I was in town with Ime and bumped into Rose, I think it was, and she asked us what we were up to, and we were just gonna go home, and she told us to come to Alex's instead.
So Rose invited you. Yeah. Rose didn't even end up showing up.
Yeah, no, Rose didn't show up.
Rose didn't end up showing up because I knew Rose was supposed to come and she never came.
Yeah.
But so I knew who was coming, and then you guys showed up, and I didn't know who either of you were because I didn't go to High at that time, or at that point she had already left. So I hadn't met Aime yet. And for ages, I thought Aime was somebody else. Like when I'd see her in town,
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought she was another girl.
Yeah.
But that's a different story, I guess. But so we were at Alex's, but we never had a conversation.
No. I bumped into you when I said
Yeah,
sorry.
you bumped into
That was
me.
the one time.
Yeah, Alex's was weird though, cause it was fun, but I just remember like it was like 8:30, and I just disappeared and left, and I don't know what was going on, like, cause Aime was seshing at, you guys all were,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I remember I had to explain to I forgot who it was how a grinder worked, and then Aime comes in, like there was still buds in it, and like I was opening it, and she got super defensive about it and like took the grinder back because she thought I was gonna try to take her buds. I was like, sorry. I was just explaining how it worked, but yeah. So then after Alex's, I didn't see you again till Rhodey.
Yeah.
That was with a group of people though.
Yeah. I didn't stay there for long. I gave you my charger and then I left.
You didn't give me your charger,
Yeah, I gave you a vape charger.
did you?
Yeah, and then I went to the other roadie and then I came back and got Rose to ask you for my charger.
So you were out of my friend group. Who were you actually like friends with? Could you like?
I was
I
like,
wouldn't consider you being friends with like Alex and them because you never. They
I
never
was-
spoke of you. The only
yeah.
person I ever heard your name from was Rose.
I was,
Because you guys would hang out every once in a while.
I was friends with all of them.
Yeah,
like, we
yeah,
used
yeah.
to hang out at the start of the year. Like I used to hang out with that group. I was actually friends with like Jade, Rose.
Yeah, because you and Jake go back. But
Yeah. That's pretty much it. Those are the only two people that I would consider being.
like decent friends with.
Yeah.
Like conversation based.
Yeah, like we hang out outside of that group.
Yeah. So then after that, I saw you a few times at like E-Hole and stuff, but we didn't speak. But we had no reason to, I guess. I saw you that one time at school and asked you how that pod was, because that's what
Oh,
it was. That's
that's
what it
what
was.
you
Yeah,
told
because
me.
I filled up your vape pod with my salts. I remember the juice as well. It was Shellback Slush. It was a slushy mix. Yeah, it was a good juice. Shouts to Vape Shop. They had the plug for that for a while. And then they sold out of Nick Salts, and I didn't know where to get them for ages.
Yeah.
And then just went back to my big vape. But I guess if you look at it, the big picture of it, our relationship started on vaping, which is kind of cringy. Because, like,
Yeah.
it really did.
Yeah.
Because that was our first, like, conversations were about vaping.
Yeah.
But if I look at most of the people that I've met here, that's how lots of my relationships have started. Like,
it's just like a common ground. Like it's fucking
yeah, because
stupid, but, like,
everyone at
yeah.
High Vapes or Smokes or something. But yeah, so I didn't see you again until that. The next memory, like actual memory I have of like speaking of you was with Nicholas at E-Hole. And you were eating that massive bowl of tomato soup, and we were just like, grilling you from the corner. You guys were sitting like in the middle of the far wall, and we were in the corner, and you were with Molly. Yeah. We were just grilling you, and then I think she heard us, or you guys probably both did, but then she said something about us like talking about her soup, and she's like, yeah, I know, it's fucking weird. Why would you come to E-Hole and get soup? And then you're like, I just love my soup. Now I understand why you like that TikTok so much, because you actually like soup a lot. I thought that was so weird though.
That I was eating soup at E-Hole.
Yeah, but not even just that it was soup at E-Hole, but like for you guys that don't know, like E-Hole's like low end shitty cafe. At least it was then. Like it was known as like the shithole. Like E-Hole was shit. But everyone would go there because they had like a nice courtyard. It was just the place to go. But you could almost guarantee like if you walked in on a weekday, like sometime after 12 o'clock till like 5-ish, someone would be there that you knew every day. So yeah, you would find links there all the time. But Yeah. So that's then after that, I didn't hear about you or see you. I think I followed you on Instagram
Yeah.
sometime in that time because I went on a mad following spree trying to make friends. Not trying to make friends, but just trying to get
Like,
I was
seeing
trying.
what everyone's up to.
Not even that. Like I was trying to get not noticed, but like I saw my friends and then that they were friends with all these kids, and I guess I just like saw pictures that they posted or just. You know how like when you see something that you like, you want to follow that as well. So then I just see stuff like that and be like, they look kind of cool. I'll shoot them a follow. But I would always do it with my private account because I thought I looked cooler on my private account than my main account. Because at the time, well, still I guess I don't really post on my main. And my private was a better representation of me in a way. So I'd always do that. But I didn't follow your private account till after we were a thing.
Nah. Wait, it was my phone. I think it was because you liked, when you started following me, you liked one of my posts.
But it had to have been quite late. So I was coming from July until December 10th. I was leaving
here.
December 10th.
November, you started following me.
We started talking in November.
It was towards the end though.
No, but you have to think about it. We were hanging out for like 2 weeks before we actually.
Yeah.
Like, cause the first time we decided to get dinner. Let's start with that. All right, so like, pretty much a mutual friend of ours keyed me in that she was possibly interested in me, and I was like, oh, goodness, Tallulah, oh, all right, I'm okay with that, and I was leaving quite soon, and so it was like you're either gonna shoot your shot or you're not. Like it was now or never. So I did I DM you?
Yeah.
So I DM'd you and then after that we just started talking. I guess did I ask for your number or something? Yeah. Of course I did. So I asked for your number, and then we had plans not too long after that. It was probably like a day.
Yeah.
Maybe the next day even.
Yeah.
Or like 2 days.
Yeah.
It was sometime right in that beginning time scheme that I think you asked me to go to dinner with you, and then I was like, yeah, all right, sure, and then you texted me later on. You're like, oh, can Rose come? And I was like, deep down I wanted to say no. Like I was like, nah, I don't really want Rose to come, but at the same time, it was kind of comforting because it's Rose and we both know Rose and Rose is Rose. So it would have been like, even if it was terrible, she would have made it alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you stood me up. You stood me up and didn't come to dinner.
No, because I was sitting at Rhodey with a bunch of people the day that we were supposed to get dinner, the same night. And then you show up, you like walked up and I was like, oh fuck, because we hadn't talked about it. I just asked you and then you were like, oh, no, you said yeah, maybe because you'd lost your card and you didn't know if you could pay for it. And so, so you
I didn't lose my card. Frida lost my card.
You show up to Rhodey and Gabe's sitting over there and you go talk to Gabe and I'm like looking at you, I'm like, is he gonna come talk to me? Like, I don't know what to do.
You see, the thing is about that as well was Gabe already knew that I had my eyes on you, so he knew. So I went and talked to Gabe, and then Gabe was like messing with me because he saw that you were there because he knew who you were because I'd showed him like your Instagram because that's what as you do, you just showed the bread the Instagram. So he already knew, so I walked over there because I was nervous as, and then Aime was there, and I had known Aime after, like I had finally met Aime because Nicholas and them, and then Flynn was there. But he was like monged as like he was like in the sesh, like he was deep in it, and so like it just got really weird because he was just standing there like staring at us. Cause I forgot who I walked up at. I think I was with Frida and Jada maybe. Yeah. I was with somebody.
Oh no, you were with Frida. Yeah, you was Frida.
Yeah.
And because then Frida came over and she was like, are you guys going to dinner? Like, what's going on? And I was like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, because me and Frida was kind of like our middleman for a while, and then it switched over to Rose.
And so I was sitting there and I was like, is he gonna come talk to me? And then like 5 minutes go by and I was like, he's not
And then you
coming.
just bounced.
And then I left because I was like, and then I get a call from you, and I'm like, hi, because I didn't have your number. Like, I know you called me off someone else's phone, and I was like, hi. You're like,
It would have been my phone. I think Frida called you.
oh yeah, Frida called me and she gave me your phone, and then you were like, oh, so are we still getting dinner? And I was like, oh.
Actually, I made plans to go to Molly's house, but yeah, we can get coffee or something. I was so mad, but Frida ended up giving me $5 that she technically owed me.
Yeah.
So I got coffee, but didn't get yours because you were already in there. You were like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm at E-Hole now.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. I went
You
in
were
and all my
in
friends
there.
were in. They were inside.
And
So
so
I
we
sat
there.
down. I sat down. No. I sat down inside with them.
Yeah.
And then you show up with like Emma was with you as well.
No, it's just me and Molly.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was Talia there as well?
No, it's just me and Molly.
So I was sitting there and then you order, and then you go into the back. And I didn't say anything to you. Like I might have smiled or something. You might have smiled at me, but we didn't talk. And so I was talking to my friends. I was like,
so awkward.
I was like, oh, I have to go now. So I'm pretty sure I can't remember if I had my coffee already. So I might have like carried my coffee out.
I swear Sam was out there sitting.
No, he came out because he came out after that.
Oh.
So like the people in E-Hole, they eventually left,
Yeah.
and then he came out and sat with us, and then we still didn't really talk. You guys were talking about some YouTuber, the guy that does conspiracy theories, Sean.
Oh, Shenderson.
Yeah. You guys were talking about if you would be with him or not, and I was like, what? What are they talking about? But it was like you guys were like, you were doing the like I'm strangely attracted to him kind of thing, and I was just so
What? No, I would never have said that.
No, not you. I didn't say you. Like they were talking about that. I don't know who else was there, but
yeah.
it was so weird to me. I was like, true. And then you guys leave, and I was just sitting there. I was like, that went well. And then I think we tried to get redemption through Rose.
Yeah, so
started hanging out with Rose.
Yeah, we went skating.
Oh yeah, we did
That
go
was
skating.
The next. Oh no! The next one was the day after, or the couple days after, and we were still texting, and you came to E-Hole again with cookies.
Oh yeah, we had talked. I was doing because I had started my international thing, and so we had a baking day, and I had what did I make? Oh, it was good. You didn't eat them though.
I had one.
No, you didn't. I
did.
remember because I was trying to get you to, and you wouldn't eat it. The only person that ate it was Emma, because it was truffles. It was chocolate truffles, and little cupcake. No, fruitcakes, little fruitcakes, and they looked. Because I rode from High to E-Hole on an Onzo, but with all that shit in my pocket, like my pants pocket. And so they got smashed and shit, and it was like, I just love them so much, so I'm gonna try one anyways. And they were good, but no one else would eat them. But yeah. But did we hang out after that?
That night, we went...
Was Rose there?
No, that was when we went to Treetops. We went to Treetops that day.
With Bren?
Yeah.
Just you, me, Bren, and Rose?
No, Nicholas and Aime were there.
I came later though, right? Yeah.
And then,
that's when I have the Polaroid.
Yeah,
and you're in
Nicholas,
one of them with a cheetah jacket on?
Me, you, and Nicholas were all wearing the same chef pants. Yeah.
Because I got the Anzo when we left again.
Yeah. And then we went to Alamo Park that same night.
Did we?
Yeah, and then you tried to get me to drive you home.
Oh, drive me home, and I had to walk home from Island Bay to Brooklyn. That wasn't too bad. It was bad, but I was just chilling at New World for ages, trying to get you to, because there's New World Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then after that, we just kept hanging out with Rose.
Yeah.
Because I'd catch the 29 over, and then meet up with you. I think we went to we got coffee, at Empire, and that's when I started doing my film, like my filming. So I started filming it. So that's actually all documented on with my camera shit. And then we went to Island Bay skate park, and then Will came when Rose was with Will, and then we hung out with Will, Rose, and then Jade ended up coming. And then we went back to Island Bay Park to the gazebo. We were all sitting in there.
Oh, yeah. And then we went to my house. We went and swam.
Did we?
Yeah.
Did Will swim at yours?
Yeah.
Ah, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Was that the first time I went to yours?
Yeah.
I feel like the first time I went to yours was with Nicholas and Jade. Because they were there. No, maybe not.
No, I don't think it was. Because I remember the first time you were here, we were still kind of... Because I was standing out there with my top on.
Not just the first time, the first few times.
Yeah. But I remember Rose and...
You had the Harley top on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where Will was, because I don't remember him. Oh, because he had already gone inside. You were still outside. Because you didn't actually swim. You just...
No, I did. I eventually took... Yeah. Eventually.
Goodness me. Oh, so then after that... Oh, yeah. So the first time...
That went on for like 3-4 days.
Yeah. Well, probably longer, like a week, maybe a week and a half. Because we hung out with Rose a lot. And then Jade and Nicholas. But then the first time we actually had we had the date. I invited you to mine for a date. For like a date. And we watched YouTube videos.
For like 4 hours.
No, probably longer than that, because you came over like at 11.
Yeah.
And you had work at
5. I left at 5:30, I think.
Oh, yeah. And because you came over on your scooter, and we watched the weirdest shit. Like, we watched your YouTube videos from... How old were you in those?
Like 10, 11.
Yeah. So we watched those. Oh, it was out right after you moved. Oh, okay. So we watched those, and then, like, we watched A$AP Rocky interviews. And just weird stuff. Like, really weird stuff. And then you went to work, and then I ended up, like, that... It wasn't bad. That wasn't bad, but... I was like, what did I just do? Like, I just made her sit here and watch YouTube videos for 5 hours, maybe. And that was it. Like, we spoke a bit, but not really.
Yeah.
And then I invited you back around that night. And then, I was so nervous. And Gabe was there. And, I just remember, like, running back and forth between my room and his room, because that was when he was across from my room. Like, his bedroom.
Yeah.
So I'd run to his room, then run back, and I was like, she's coming, she's actually coming. And then you show up, and Claire wasn't there, so I could let you in through the front door. Crazy. So that's how we started our relationship. And then after that, we were together, like, every single day.
Yeah.
Until December 3rd?
Yeah.
No, it had to have been earlier, December 1st. My mom got here on December 1st.
Yeah.
And then that was our last day together. It was December 1st. No, December 2nd, because I left December 2nd. So I stayed with you all December 1st. Then we went to Huawei's. And that's when I really was introduced to your friends. Your good friends at the time.
Yeah.
Huawei and them. But that was fun. That was real fun. And then I went down south with my mom. And then convinced you to decide to come to America. After we met each other for like
2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, we're actually knew each other for like 3 weeks. Yeah. And then I come back for 1 day. That was sad. Then I left, flew back home, and then what were you up to?
I worked for another week, I think.
At McDonald's?
And then I decided that I was going to quit my job because I was going to come see you. So I quit my job, got like $700 from that. I had no savings, no money. Somehow managed to finesse like $2.5K. Oh no, you gave me some money.
Yeah, I gave you some money.
And then got that $2,000. Booked my ticket.
I gave you that money, like, literally, the end of that money, like, an hour, like, 30 minutes before right?
It wasn't, it was, like, as soon as you got in the Uber, you handed me $500.
Yeah, because, like, we were supposed to meet up with Mom, like, all throughout that day, but we just couldn't, because she didn't have international or anything, so we couldn't get in touch with her. And then, like, we met back up with her. I was like, wait, I still need to give her the rest of the money. And then, so she runs to an ATM, gets back, we call the Uber, give you the money, say goodbye, and then leave. That, God, that was retarded. That was
You
so
handed me
dumb.
500
So then, so I get back, had a whack sleeping schedule. I never really, like, adjusted back to the normal sleeping, like, going to bed when it gets dark. I'd go to bed at 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then sleep till 6 p.m. Like, it was bad. But you were still just going on with, like, regular stuff, You were just trying to get money.
Just trying to get money.
Packing. We'd FaceTime for
I packed before I even had
hours.
my ticket.
Well, you thought you had multiple tickets, and then you'd, like,
Yeah.
get down to it, and it'd either be gone, or, like, you couldn't.
Bad.
Yeah. I was, like, when you told me you finally had your ticket, I was like, oh, nah, she didn't actually get it. She just thinks she has a ticket now. And then you actually had a ticket.
Yeah.
That's crazy. When did you fly in? The 27th?
So I left on the 27th, arrived on the 27th.
To Charlotte.
To
yeah.
Charlotte.
At like 11 p.m. though.
Yeah.
So I drove down to Charlotte. Oh, that was such a stressful day. I remember, so I was driving. I had the van, so I was taking it from Marion. So I drove to Whitfield, where I worked at Starbucks, that little town city. Went to the Walmart, the super Walmart, and got you roses. And then it was so weird because I walk in, I'm like, all right, time to find the flowers. Go there and then go to the self checkout and scan them really fast and run back because I thought I was gonna be late because I didn't want to like make you wait. Sped like flew to Charlotte. I was probably going 85 miles per hour average the whole time. So that's 15 over reckless driving. Like I would have gotten in so much trouble for that if I got pulled, but I didn't. The minivan is very discreet. It's a mom van. So I get there early, like
2 hours early.
Yeah, and so I remember like I already knew it was off to like picking you up was off to a bad start because I first went to like long-term parking and paid. Like I went in, got my ticket, so I had to pay to leave. And I couldn't figure out where the airport, like where to go. So because there's like a bunch of signs saying 1 hour parking, first hour free, and I just didn't know which parking lot to go into. And then so I was into one, and like I FaceTimed this guy, some random cunt, for like an hour maybe. And I was like, oh man, well I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna pick up my girlfriend. She's flying over from New Zealand. He's like, what? What? I was like, oh yeah, I know, man. It's kind of weird, but you know, it's just how things worked out. Then I get out of there. Finally find the 1 hour parking. It was in a parking deck right by the airport, which I don't know how I missed. Ended up taking a piss in the parking deck just because I was so nervous. I was digging through all the roses to find which one was the prettiest because they weren't all pretty. So I wanted to bring like one nice rose because I don't know. I just wanted to. Is that all I brought in? Or did I bring Cheetos as well?
You just put the rose.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I did that. Went to the airport, had my headphones that I just found in my jacket pocket, thank God. Just popped them in, listened to music, walked around a little bit, like paced. Was getting weird looks because I had a rose. It was 11 p.m. at night, like what the fuck? And then you got off the plane.
Yeah.
You can talk about your travel if you want.
So I ended up getting a terrible flight from Wellington to Sydney to LA to New York to Charlotte, where I should have just gone Wellington, Auckland, LA, Charlotte. So I added like an extra 8 hours plus to my trip. Was in New York for 5 hours. Maybe it was 3. I think it might have been 3.
You almost got lost in LA as well.
Oh yeah, so I'm quite used to traveling because I've been doing it like by myself. I've been doing it since I was like 12. Like all over the world, going to see my dad and stuff. Oh, can I have one? Yeah, so I thought I'd be all good. Was fine in Sydney. Got to LA. Never been to, well, I have been to LA airport before, but when I was really little, had no idea where I was going.
LA's confusing.
Yeah, so
To an extent, like it is and it isn't.
they gave me a fast pass to go through
Security?
because my flight was an hour after.
I know you also switched terminals from international to domestic.
So they gave me this fast pass, go to clear security. I keep showing the security guards my fast pass and I just get in line. Standing in this huge queue, like half an hour goes by.
There's a whole nother like area for fast pass.
Yeah, but they weren't letting people use it.
No, it's not with the actual security. There's like it's completely separate. It's not with the regular TSA.
Well, they weren't taking me over there. They weren't taking anyone else over there with the fast passes. There was a bunch of us. Anyways, clear security, everything's fine. The customs guy was very confused why I was a 17-year-old girl in America by myself going to visit my boyfriend.
Without a visa.
Without a visa. It was fine though. Drop my bag off. Go to leave the terminal. Delta lady stops me and she goes, let me, show me your boarding pass. Show my boarding pass. So she goes, okay, that's gate 22. Go for it. Leave the doors. I'm standing on a street in LA. Have no idea where to go. Have no idea where I am. Have to find another terminal. She didn't tell me what terminal it was, just gate 22. So I am walking up and down this little strip and I'm like, I have no fucking idea where I am. I don't know what terminal I'm in. I don't know what's going on. Didn't have any Wi-Fi to look up my flight or anything.
There is Wi-Fi though.
It wasn't working for me. No, it eventually started working and I called you.
You have to be inside.
I am. I didn't know how to get inside. I was on a fucking street. But eventually called you.
Yeah, because the international one's at the very end and there's a bunch of terminals surrounding on left and right.
I figured out that I had to get up somehow. So I had to get to another way.
Well, yeah, because below it is the what's it called? The ticketing or whatever.
Yeah. And there was a bunch of carousels. I think it was also arrivals, I'm not sure. But I saw people getting in these sketchy ass elevators and it wasn't heaps of people. It was just strange people that looked like they might be traveling, might not. So I was fuck it, I'm just gonna get in one of these elevators and see where it takes me. I have 20 minutes to board my flight. So I get in this elevator. Thank fuck it took me up to the right terminal. No, I didn't even know if it was the right terminal. I was just surely this is it. Go in, show the security guy my boarding pass. He's like, yep, sweet. Go through. I have I get to my gate.
Did you have to recheck your bag or did they just
I did that when I was in the other terminal, but it wasn't a big deal. I just moved it from a carousel to another one. But
I had to recheck my bag. Go through Air New Zealand again.
They had already checked mine through to Charlotte, so I just had to move it over.
It was different with mine because when I went over I was doing two separate things. I was flying over separate from Air New Zealand. It wasn't booked all together, so they weren't gonna route my bag to Wellington. I had to switch between those, so that was whack. That was real whack.
Yeah, I didn't have that problem.
So then you got to
my gate for my flight to New York 5 minutes before I had to be on the plane. Sweet, got on the plane. Didn't have any headphones. Couldn't watch any movies.
That's not even a bad flight. That's 5 hours.
Yeah, it was all good compared to the one I came off. But get to New York. I'm tripping out because I'm in fucking New York. It was so cool. But
how was it so cool? You were in the airport.
No, I was just looking out the window. I was like, that's New York. What? I never would have looked at myself even a month before I did that trip and been yeah, I'm gonna be in New York in a month. I mean, I wasn't in New York. I was in the airport, but
why would you? You didn't even think that of America. Why would you have been in America for the next 20 years? There's no reason to be.
I don't know, but yeah, get on my flight, get on this tiny plane to Charlotte. It's it was a really quick flight. It was an hour.
It was more than an hour.
Felt like an hour. I was just freaking out the whole time. I remember there was this one kid on the flight and he had this huge backpack and it wouldn't fit in the overhead lockers. Like,
Yeah,
they were
you told
really
me that.
small. And he also had a skateboard and then another bag. And I was just, like, looking at him. He was, like, in the seat in front of me, like, on this side. I was looking at him, and I felt so bad for him because he was, like, trying to squeeze in with this massive bag, this skateboard and this other backpack. Yeah, that was funny. But, yeah, get to Charlotte.
You eventually run into me.
Yeah, you were sitting there on your phone, and I was like, oh God, please look up, please look up, please look up. And then I just looked over you, I'm like, hi. And you're like, ah.
Oh, I saw you. I
I
saw
know,
you.
you saw me.
I stood up.
Yeah.
But so then we got lost a few times in Charlotte.
Yeah.
Ran a red light. Eventually, I think that was the next day.
Yeah, that was the next day.
But we stayed in that Airbnb. That was a nice Airbnb.
Yeah,
it was
nice.
cool.
I'm glad we did that.
I was looking, like, when I was doing it, so it was uptown Charlotte, so, like, if it wasn't a shit night, like, rainy and everything, and the next day wasn't foggy, you could have seen the city, which would have been kind of mean. But we ended up just going to the mall for some reason, like...
I decided I needed to buy jeans, and so we went to the mall.
Yeah. And we could have just gone, like, to Charlotte, like,
yeah.
city Charlotte. Like, we were close to, like, we could have walked into Charlotte. But I guess, like, I wanted to get you home, like, to my house. You just had a lot of traveling. And then you slept the whole car ride back to Marion.
Yeah.
Which didn't make me mad, but you could see so much on our drive back because there's so many nice views.
I eventually woke up like an hour before we got there.
Yeah.
And I saw some cool stuff.
But yeah. So did I take you to the Walmart? Did we stop in Whitfield to go to Walmart? No.
No.
So we went straight home.
Yeah, we went to your dad's house.
Did we?
Yeah, before we went to your mom's.
Ah, shit. I didn't know. So then you were in America for a whole month.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That was kind of surreal. Like, looking back on it, it doesn't feel like...
It was really just like a...
Well, because we were with each other 24/7.
It was such an interesting trip for me because it just felt... It was something that, like, I could never imagine myself doing. It's something I wasn't prepared for at all. But somehow it was just, like, the most, like, calm and...
Yeah, because we had nothing to do. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't have school,
It
you didn't
was
have
so
school, I
good.
didn't work, you didn't work. We
It
woke up when
was-
you wanted to, we went to McDonald's when we wanted to,
Yeah.
had a car. We did what we wanted, yeah.
It was such a good trip.
You went to your first amusement park?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was good. I loved it.
Dollywood's nice. It's a
Yeah.
nice beginner park,
Yeah.
for many more to come. Oh, wait. We'll talk about that later. So then, at the end of that, we started dating. Oh, you were there for New Year's. Yeah, you were there for New Year's. So you came right after Christmas. We're there for New Year's. We started dating a day before New Year's.
Yeah. We realized that we weren't actually dating, and I had flown across the world to come see.
Yeah. Fair enough, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you had a lot of new experiences in the States, though. Like, besides just it's the United States. Like, you went to your first United States New Year's party. You met my sister's friends / my friends, I guess. You were introduced to some of, like, the culture, like Trevin. You met Trevin. Zach. You met Zach. You met some of my friends that I'd been friends with my whole life, which is kind of buzzy. It's kind of weird though, cause like now my friends know you.
Yeah.
Like, they've met you, like, some of them have met you, but it doesn't seem like they would have ever met you because you're not from, like, the same country. Like,
Yeah.
it kind of feels like one of those things you say, like, when you're, like, in second grade, and you're like, oh, I'm dating someone not from this school, like, you wouldn't know them. Like, it sounds like a big lie, but it's crazy. But you went to your first high school basketball game, like, a serious, we're basketball serious. What else did you do? That would be like a first, a first big thing for you. What else?
Going
Taco
to
Bell.
Taco Bell. American Mac.
That doesn't sound like much, but it is. Because Taco Bell, like, I miss Taco Bell.
Yeah.
You had wings. You had boneless chicken wings for the first time.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, you drove in America, so you drove on the right side of the road for the first time. Almost hit a mailbox, but Yeah, we did a lot. We actually did so much for, especially with the way we were sleeping.
Yeah.
Like we did so much. But yeah, so then you left. And then then I had already had the intention to come see you
Yeah.
in May. Right? It was sometime
Yeah.
at some point soon. I wanted to see you. So then I ended up getting a job at Starbucks and working 40 hours every week trying to get the money. And I owed my mom so much money from when you were over because she kept loaning me money, so I had to pay her back. So I honestly didn't think I was gonna be able to finesse it, and then like I kind of did finesse it like early on. I was like, did the math, mom. This is how much I should make, but it wasn't how much I was gonna make because like you never really know like the taxes and everything, and how many hours you'll get.
Yeah.
So then she's like, all right, fine. So that was like after I got my job and everything. We booked my ticket, and then I ended up doing a lot better than I thought I would. So I did that. But it took me a while to get a job. I was doing weird stuff for a while. Finding my way, I guess. But so you went back and you were just doing school and stuff,
I went straight back to school.
Yeah, it was like 2 days after you got home, right?
Yeah. Just waiting.
Yeah. And so then I came back May 15th, 2019. And that was nice.
Yeah.
That was pretty unreal that we have sussed it so far. And then for 2 months, so I'm still here for like another month-ish.
Just less than a month now.
Yeah, a bit less than a month.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Because you leave on, you leave on
The 18th of July. And then we won't see each other again until December.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
We've done it before, we can do it again.
Yeah, it'll be all good, but yeah. So you plan to continue fashion?
Yeah.
We have a lot of shit in the works at the moment as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. But I mean...
Time going up.
Yeah. But I guess the rest of this will be next December. Crazy.